And we're live with Johnie from Turo's Apprentice and Toni from Shining Hawk Healing.
Hello.
Toni, do you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and your channel?
Sure. I am a shamanic Reiki healer, a Reiki master healer. And on my channel, I do readings with chakra cards because that's what I read. And that's what I heal with. I heal chakras, and that's what Reiki is all about. And I use a medicine wheel to do my reading. So that's what I do.
Okay, and if someone would like to contact you after the broadcast to do a reading, then do you want to tell them your email?
Sure.
Or
It's
website?
Shining Hawk Shamanic Reiki at gmail.com.
Perfect. Okay, you guys, sorry for everyone in the live chat. Sorry, I had my computer just completely crashed. So Toni said to restart it, and I did it, and now I look funny, but it's okay. We're here. It knocked me off the other camera. So, but we're so grateful to be here with you, and we've got lots of really great questions. And I think, how are you doing, Johnie?
I'm fantastic.
You're always fantastic.
Yes,
and you guys did a video together yesterday on Toni's channel. Because I was looking at it and I thought, well, gosh darn it, they didn't tell me. So I haven't had a chance to watch that. So I'll have to tune in later to watch that. So Biden is inviting all the Dems to come for a powwow at the White House. Are they going to get their act together? What's the feeling of that?
Do the Dems really ever get their act together?
You know, I think we've been more together than this is pretty tough stuff going on here.
Yeah.
Maybe Trump was a wake-up call.
Well, times 10.
It's like, well, if we don't do something, then the next time this happens, you know, we're all going to on the mothership and see where we can go.
Yeah. Bring the ships down. We're all out of here.
I start with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So we got paperwork handed out here, and we also got a lot of clarity, truth that is also getting ready to start. So we need to have an eye-to-eye, face-to-face. This is what the situation is. This is what my agenda is with the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. We need to stick to a game plan. We need to be united, blah, 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 that type of thing, because they are up against some things with the Five of Cups and the Devil. So as Spirit has been telling me lately, the devil doesn't lie, which means he pops up for a reason. So there's a lot of stuff that they are up against, and now it is time for the reckoning. Either we get together and we have the same agenda, or in 2 years when maybe we continue the trend of the Senate and the House flipping back to red, then our agenda stops because we're not going to get anything through. So we need to be united right now in case the craziness happens, I think.
That was great. Yeah, that was really something with that Four of Pentacles there too. It's like a lot of work, but really clamping down. What did you get, Toni?
Well, I got that Biden wants to bring everybody together because everybody's questioning their self-esteem. The Democrats are like, "What? What are we doing? Why aren't we getting things done? What's happening? And all of the constituents are saying, why aren't you guys making things happen? Get creative. Do something to break the blockage. And then, you know, bring out the love. Bring the love back. Bring the love back for the Democrats. Let's show how much we care. Let's show how much compassion we have. Let's make the people see how much we care. So that's what his thing is. His intention is to get them all on the same page. That's what I got.
Yeah, that all sounds really good. It's for the outcome cards. I got the star in the sun, which is really, really awesome. Also brighter than whiter than the driven snow over here. That's okay. But
Don't worry about it.
But that justice card is on its side. So they're out of balance. I mean, they're just completely out of balance here. They don't really, they're going to have to, it's almost like they have to let something go and start fresh. That, like, what is the goal? You better keep your eye on the goal here. What is the goal? Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think they will, but boy,
They're having this moment, a come to Jesus moment. They don't know. Because how is it that they keep getting stymied by the Republicans? How is it that is what keeps happening? They've seen the playbook. They know the playbook. Why don't you have an opposition playbook? Why don't you have a playbook that goes against this playbook? But it just doesn't seem to happen because Democrats are harder to get together because there are so many people who, you have the progressives, and then you have the people in the middle, and then, you have the conservatives. So the Democratic Party is broken up into like 3 sections, but the Republicans, they're all in for the one. So it's hard to deal with that because that's like a mountain. When you're scattered, it's hard to get over that hurdle because there's too much scattering.
right. Well, the Republicans are having some little splintering with the Liz Cheney and, the more.
It took a riot, though.
Yeah. It did.
It took a riot.
But yeah, so I think there's great hope for the future, but something, they're going to have to let go of something. It's like, what is the most important thing, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Personal agendas, let it go. Let's be on one accord.
Yeah. All right. So I also want to know, Trump is suing Mary Trump, his niece, and the New York Times and a couple of reporters for $100 million. Million. Is he gonna win? Will he have success with that? What do you think?
Trump is suing Mary Trump
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
for $100 million.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Trump, the New York Times, and 3 reporters that worked on a 2018 story. And her book and several other. It's a whole kitchen sink kind of thing thrown in there.
Bless his heart.
Because he's so successful at winning lawsuits.
Bless his heart.
Bless his
Where he
little
even
heart.
get these? Bless his heart.
I mean, little too.
Will he be successful with this lawsuit? Thank you, Jay. And thank you, Lisa. Thanks for the super chat.
Lord Jesus.
I don't know.
Johnny's calling on the Lord.
I mean, we got to come on in the room. Come on in the room. Lord.
Sit down.
This gives me the Bill Maher lawsuit. This is what this gives me. It's more of an image thing because he sued Bill Maher because of the whole orangutan joke thing. And so
I didn't know that.
Bill Maher, try to do it quick. Bill Maher said, because when Trump questioned Obama's birth, saying that he was born in Kenya or whatever, he wasn't born here. And then Bill Maher said, show us your birth certificate to prove that you're not half human, half orangutan, because orangutans are orange with this orange hair and all that. And he said, if you can prove show us your birth certificate to prove that you are born of a human and another human, I will donate $5 million. It was a joke. And so Donald Trump showed his birth certificate and he wanted the $5 million. And so it's for attention and it's a scheme. There's something, it's not that deep. The nudity in tarot means exposure. So it's not that deep. He's not, on the surface, he is a petty child, basically. And so he's trying to take action against a woman here. And this is more of a family squabble than it is anything else. So, no, there's nothing going on there.
I got the justice card and I got the Four of Swords. Not going nowhere. Not going nowhere.
Wow. Okay. And you're just sticking to that. Okay. So
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
probably wrong.
No, of course. I think you're both probably right. I do get that I think it comes to there's the relations, and then it does come to an end. But I think it takes a while. That's like one of his, I'm just going to be the magician and I'm going to stall things and I'm going to, do a show. There's a lot of problems with it though. And other people in the family will speak out and it's a craziness. I feel like somebody gets scared of it though. I don't know if it's the New York Times. Somebody's worried about the money. So I don't know what that's about. It's probably nothing. Now, speaking of things that we don't know about, or I didn't know about, did either of you know that there is a Trump cryptocurrency coin?
No.
I did not.
There is.
Okay.
It's currently going at, I think, 5 cents for a coin, because things like Bitcoins and Dogecoins, and they all, they all start out really small in the cents and then they grow. So I just wanted to see how it's.
Christine said, "Oh, brother."
It's true. I swear, you can't make this up. I couldn't believe it. And the only reason I found out about it is I went on Telegram and I went on Trump's channel and I went on Ron DeSantis' channel, which I think is a fake channel. But the coins were on there. And they're also selling regular gold coins, commemorative coins that are supposed to be worth $25,000, and they're supposed to help build the third temple. And it's just crazy. It's craziness. They're getting crazier. You thought it was going to stop.
Is it real gold? Are they real gold coins?
They're gold and silver plated coins.
And then you peel off and there's a little piece of chocolate.
Chocolate inside.
That's right.
Just like the Halloween candy. Oh,
there was a rush on Hanukkah gelt.
Oh my gosh, I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. And they're like, they'll be worth $25,000. But let's see. And there's only so many left, of course. Let's take a look at the cryptocurrency. Let's see, does it grow? Does it go up in value?
It grows like chia pet. You got to put water on it first. It's only if you don't want to put it in the gumball machine it comes with.
Oh my God, it doesn't make a sound when you drop it. So nice.
Oh, mercy alive, heavens above. I don't know what to say.
Trump's cryptocurrency.
But the thing is, somebody's going to buy it. So, I mean.
Well, lots of people already have.
Yeah. I mean, I would advise against it, but you do you.
This is just a money-making scheme.
And the 10 of Pentacles. Do what you want to do because it's your money and it's not mine. But I would look more into it first, or at the very least, give it a year. See if it's still something you're interested in, not necessarily something that's worth it, but something you're interested in. Because there's a bit of negative news that might follow. However, it's growing exponentially with the 10 of Pentacles. For him, it's a good thing. This is not a bad thing for him. The Hierophant, the 8 of Pentacles, day after day, there will be consistent sale. Again, give it a year first if I were you. But I mean, then again, that's Trumpian money. You do what you want to do. I think there will be a regret, though, with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups. There may be some rush of emotion. So they are capturing right now also people's exuberance for him. Like he's still in the news, and people think he's a victim. And oh, my bleeding heart, as he said on the little rally that they were supposed to throw. So I mean, he's capitalizing on it. So
Yep.
I can't. I mean, he's not my favorite person in the world, but I can't crap all over this. I think that somebody like it. So you go right ahead. I'll stick to secret first.
What do you
Yep.
see, Toni?
That's this is a money-making scheme that he's come up with, and him and his peoples. But this is on the side. I mean, they're looking at it. It's not growing as fast as maybe they want it to, but it will. The near future, it's it's like you said, it's moving, and they are holding on to the fact that it could get better. I don't know. It's just like this is holding on to. I don't know, but not everybody's happy about what's happening. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna. I just have a feeling that it's going to. Same thing. I have a feeling that people are going to be very disappointed down the line somewhere, but that's just me.
Okay. Yeah, I get it's a side grifting thing with the Fool and the Seven of Swords and Sneaky Pete and I think there's still going to be some more government. They say that there isn't going to be legislature over it, but because they've been using it for ransomware, the Bitcoins, I do see them getting involved more. There will be some control. I think it goes up, but then it just sort of wobbles like a Trump weeble wobble.
Weeble wobble.
Not so great for that. 5 cents a coin. Could you imagine if you got in when it was that cheap and then it? Oh boy! Just like Johnny says, there's a YouTube channel for everyone. There's a cryptocurrency for each creature.
Because I mean, at what point is it no longer a bad thing to rob stupid people of their money? Because you got 5 years of example of not to give him anything, and you still want to give him time and money, then you go right ahead. It ain't like you're using it for good anyway, so go right ahead.
It's free will.
Yeah, it's sort of difficult to understand.
I mean, it's cheaper to buy a lighter and just burn your money, but I mean,
even the little tiny ones.
I mean, 99 whole cents. Just go buy you one.
99 whole cents.
You do what you want to do. I use mine on tarot cards. Ain't nobody judging me, so I can't judge you no more.
All right. So the next question I have, did either one of you bring a question?
No, you didn't tell me to bring nothing to the party, man.
I just we got to the party. It was a question where we did good. What happened?
I had a question from yesterday that I didn't get a chance to answer, but I threw all of them away.
I can find you a question if you want.
Okay. No, I mean I have some. I just wanted to know, if you.
Oh, you was trying to be nice. Okay, I got you.
Yes.
I'm sorry. No, I did not. But go right ahead.
All right. So Biden he was doing that COVID summit, the virtual COVID summit with other world leaders. And one of the big topics is the oxygen shortage. And I want to know, how bad does that, how bad does that get? How do we want to ask that? Will the oxygen shortage get worse?
Is that everywhere, or is it in Texas? Is it in Texas?
Well, it was in every state when
wow.
Florida was speaking. Then they wanted. There were water restrictions, I guess, in Tampa and St. Pete, because that has something. I don't understand all of it, but he's on this call today, and one of the big main subjects was the oxygen shortage.
Oxygen how? As in oxygen tanks or just oxygen period?
The oxygen period supply.
I was reading that. This is like last week or something, that they had an oxygen shortage in Texas. I didn't know it was the whole country, but they were turning people away for surgeries because they just didn't have enough oxygen, because all of it was going to the ICU for the COVID patients. So that's horrible.
It is. So I'm interested to see what you get on that. How bad does the oxygen, does it get worse?
It's going to have a ramp up type of thing to where it starts out slow. There needs to be a new oxygen, a new action that is taken for oxygen. I get the temperance. This is my alchemy card. This is mixing things together. This is also the card I use for hospitals and things. The Knight of Cups. There will be a, I guess, company that can manufacture more, kind of like during the beginning stages of COVID, where they were asking like clothing stores to start making masks. Like, I mean, anybody and everybody who can, if you got chemicals in your glue company, make some hand sanitizer, whatever it takes. So there might be something to that, to where somebody else kind of steps in and helps the burden. However, it does not go everywhere. It's select. So it's like big cities instead of the smaller ones, or something, big hospitals or something like that, or people who are a little more financially connected. Whatever the case may be, there's going to be still a ration on it where you have to push it out in certain places. There needs to be a strategy to break down the barrier. So right now we're not there. Like I said, somebody is working, somebody from the outside will be working, but it's still not going to be everywhere. This is going to be a small supply at first, and then it'll be like the mask and hand sanitizer, then it'll be everywhere, but it's going to take some months.
That's a good reading. And yes, someone in the chat brought up too that it happened in India when they had their real big peak. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes, they got it bad.
Yeah. What did you get, Toni?
I got there's a disruption. There's the tower, because they don't have enough, and a lot of people will not be able to get what they need. There has to be a lot of dialogue about this, because it's dire. It's dire, but the end result is positive. We will get what we need eventually, but it's not going to be right away. Just keep an eye out for it. Keep an eye out for it. And it's going to take a lot of people moving things around, because moving people around to different hospitals and things like that in order to get what they need. That's what I'm getting. I got chills on that. They're going to move people around.
Move them around, like from state to state, or
hospital to hospital, that kind of thing, in order for them to get what they need, because it's not going to be evident right away where the needs are most. So people are going to have to have the presence of mind to use their personal power to go from, if this hospital isn't good, go to the next one, or the hospital will make those plans for their patients. That's what I'm getting.
Oh, man. So, Johnie, what was the worst card you got on that? Do you still have it out or no?
The Eight of Swords, which is just restrictive.
Okay, so I got that too, and then I also got the Tower that Toni got. So, they will have to look. They're going to have to look and search, and some people just will be shut out from getting it. And then, wow. So It's going to be difficult. It's going to be a very large undertaking to try to get this solved and get everybody what they need. So
Yeah.
everybody write your suggestions, send it to companies. They're going to come up, and the first card was the 9 of Pentacles. We can do it. We have the knowledge to do this. Wow. Okay. That was a heavy question. Yikes. Let's ring the bell. Let's ring
That one just like got into my bones. Like, wow. I'm still shaking.
Yeah, and well, breathing is such a big, everyone needs to do it, and you're an empath, and everyone has psychic ability, and so you can feel, when there's difficulty.
Yeah, and then I got this throat chakra, so that's sort of, the whole breathing apparatus here is what's, being the issue. And I have asthma, so I am, it's like trying to breathe when there's no air. It's like you're drowning. So it's bad.
I can't even imagine. So you're really filled with empathy when it comes to that, because you have total understanding.
Yeah.
All
Gotta learn
right.
to be heartless like me.
You what?
So you got to learn to be heartless like me.
Right.
Where's the love, Johnie? Where's the love?
You might be able to make some people believe that, but that's not going anywhere with me. Thanks, Rondaroo. All right, so I would like to know, there is a truck driver shortage, and they're really pushing for this automated, autonomous truck. Johnny's always shaking his head no. He's like, no. Autonomous truck driving cars that'll just get on the highway and go. Is it going to happen? I want to know. Listen, they're trying to make it happen.
I don't see any problems with that. None whatsoever. Success.
How is my driving? Who do I tell?
Yeah, keep all your people off the road. Never driving again.
There's a steering wheel driving the truck. There's no person in there. I don't know what to tell you. Oh God. Oh, okay. I'm not even no more. Thank you.
Johnny's done.
What the hot box of hell is going on in these cards? Yeah.
Oh my God.
So death does not mean death for those who are, well, it can. For those learning the tarots. It means transformation. And there is no greater transformation than death. This was not my first card. This was my first card. And these two together mean death to me.
Oh, right. Oh, wow.
The swords and the death card. When you put them together, it's like, okay, this is what we meant for real, for real. So it's, but is it going to happen? Of course it is. We don't know how to stop things that we think are progressions. Down the street, there's a grocery store. All the lanes are attended by people. They're getting a self-check tomorrow. And inside of me just weeps because I don't want to be checked out by machines. And I also don't want a machine driving down the street in a truck. It's bad enough a Tesla is doing it, but a giant truck is a different thing, especially when there is no, anything that is mechanical can be hacked. Anything that is mechanical can fail at the moment you don't need it to fail. And so yes, it's going to happen. It's not going to be clear on how exactly this is going to work until it starts. And there is no governmental interference at the moment. So let them eat cake. I don't know. Just
Toni.
I start out with the devil. Over this is the King of Coins on his side. It's people are going to be afraid of this. I got this, and then judgment, and then worry. Oh my goodness. But it's going to happen. They're still working on it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I don't know to what extent, but it's happening. So get your insurance together.
Life insurance.
Everybody get your insurance cards together.
Oy vey.
I'm going to build a drone for human drones. Just I think they already have them. I think I'll sell my house and go buy them. Just go over, hover over everyone, get out of here. I don't know. This world is crazy. I'm telling you. I get that they're working on doing all kinds of crazy shipping things, all kinds of things. It's even they'll go forward in time and they'll go backward in time, but they're still in the thinking stages, still in the planning thinking. Johnny, those were some crazy ass cards you got.
Me, because we don't need automatic driving trucks.
No.
Like, stop trying to take the labor out of everything. I know you want to save money, and that's cute, but hire a person. There are things in this world that do not need to be run by machines. Surgery is starting to be done by machines. Okay, if it can be more precise, then fine. But still, there's a personal touch to things that you cannot replace. Driving a truck is one of them things. Deliveries and never mind. Just next year, Uber drivers won't be there. You'll sit in the car and it'll just be blank and you'll just start driving. That would freak me out though. Because I would be looking the entire time. Do you know when to stop? Do you know how fast you're going? And it's like, who are you talking to?
And an 18-year-old would get in and fall asleep and put their headphones on.
And then what happens then? What wakes you up and says we're here?
The car stops. They shoot something. They shoot water in your face or something from the back seat to wake you up.
Or electric shock in your seat.
Just hire a person, for God's sakes, please.
They don't want to pay them.
Because it's long hours and there's, it's usually pretty okay pay, but not for as many hours as they have.
Don't make them drive 22 hours a day.
Yeah, so
if it's a machine, it can drive 24 and it'll be there.
Yeah, it won't. They're going to have to start paying people. It's just like employers that were paying people that below a living wage. It isn't going to be that way any longer, and that's what Uranus and Taurus is. Shock waves of having to pay money or right the wrongs or difference on how you're paid and who gets paid and in currencies and things like that. So it's really good that it's getting shaken up, that people will actually stand a chance to get a living wage.
And road construction is not always on a map. It's not always up to date. Accident is not always on a map and not always up to date. What happens if your truck goes under an overpass and it's too tall? Do you know how to avoid such a thing? Like, all these things run through my head when you're having something drive itself. That's a truck.
Those are some scary thoughts.
Anyway, we'll see when it gets here.
I think about the supply chain. It's like the shortages that we're having right now because the supply chain is a little flimsy. I mean, I don't know all the ins and outs about the whole supply chain rigmarole, but it feels like to me it would get more complicated if there were not people involved, human beings involved in, oh my gosh, the truck had a flat tire, what do I do, right, kind of thing. So the truck goes out of commission, and then I guess they have to send a drone out.
We'll see what
R2D2. They could.
It's coming. Oh God.
We're laughing about it now. All right. I also want to know: Are we closer for a cure for cancer? Has anyone read on that lately, Johnny? I think you have not too long ago, right?
No, I think we did a specific thing, but yes, we did. I'll just say yes, we did. Listen, okay. I'll just say yes, and that's my answer.
Oh, come on.
Let's see if you get a new card. Thanks, Miss Deborah.
I get yes. I didn't get yes, but I'm gonna get yes.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I say yes. We are close to a cure for cancer.
Let's see what I'm going to draw 2 cards and see what I can get. Yes.
That's the first card
Something. That's the first card you got?
I got. Eight of Wands.
It's going to be, juggling things, but yes. Nothing really big. So in the beginning, I don't think nothing really big in the beginning, but I think, yes, we're going to make some strides because of, stem cells and all that stuff.
Chris Wickens, that's what my cards say. And I was trying not to say it out loud, but that's
Yes, it is. And that's why it's gone on for so long, because I think they have the cure already.
Illness is subsidized. There's no cure for something that you can keep treating people for.
Mm-hmm. And
there's a cure, but I can't continually make money off the cure. I need you to be sick enough to where you're alive, but you still need me. If you're dead, I can't get no money off of you either. If you're healthy, I can't get no money off of that either. Illness is subsidized. There's a scheme to it.
Wow.
But I get yes. So.
Toni, you got the two of Pentacles too. So I was just wondering if that was going to be. That's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. And Gene, when you pulled up that card, I got like gene splicing. So I got this as the outcome card too, though. So I think what you're saying is true. I mean, some people are still sick, but there is a victory that works for someone but doesn't work for another. Could that be the wobble of this?
Too, because, everybody doesn't have the exact same condition, even if you have the same exact cancer. There's still something else in your body that might not be in mine, so forth, or whatever. That makes sense too. All
right. Okay. Well, I got more positive cards than negative, so
good.
I think it's a really great outlook, mind you. I don't want to put the poo-poo all over it. I think it is a good outlook, and I do think they're making very large strides. I just don't think it'll ever go away like it should, because I think they have the know-how and the technology to pinpoint the bad cells and get rid of them without curing all the cells like radiation does. But there's no profit in the cure. So,
but now, okay, so didn't Biden promise his son Beau that he would make pharmaceuticals do the right thing, pharmaceutical companies and manufacturers do the right thing and come up with a cure? Didn't he promise him that on his deathbed?
How is he going to make that happen?
But that would be lovely. But
great.
it's hard to twist the arm of the pharmaceutical company because they don't sell cures either. They sell treatments. Treatments keep you from dying, but they don't cure you. So, that would be nice. Because, we have cures for things. All the vaccines that we have already in us. I've never had polio and smallpox and malaria and all these different things. But, those kill faster. But, again, I do want to say, let's go back to the positive side. There is some good news coming out of the medical community when it comes to strides on cancer. So it's not a bad outlook. It's just there's still money in it. Still, there's money in everything. So if you can take the money and the profit out, then cure away.
That would be so great.
Mm-hmm. But we're still in a good place, though, I think.
Just come from a good place and do the right thing. That would be so wonderful to see.
Right. Okay, so let's see. I got one more. I got one more Trump question. The Trump campaign lawyer, John Eastmen. There's been a 6-point memo that has surfaces that explained exactly how he wanted Pence to throw out electoral votes for 7 states, and Pence didn't follow through with it. So let's see if he's going to face charges for this. Former Trump campaign lawyer John Eastmen. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, brother John, let's see.
Johnny.
Let's see. I'm going to say yes, because this is not over. Five of Swords is the first card with the 7 of Pentacles. There's still more to dig up. There's still more that's happening. There's still more about forcing or trying to force someone to do something that they didn't want to do. There might be even a conversation that might be transcribed or recorded. There's the Page of, or it might be a phone record type thing too. Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. There is also something about trying to play to the emotions of something. So he may also have something to do with the crowd and the crowd's reaction, and maybe even crowd's reaction after Pence said that he wasn't going to do what he said he was going to do. But there's a lot around the Fool. Again, I always say, was he worth it? But there's a lot going on right now that he should be worried about, because this is not over. It's barely beginning. There's more. So yeah, I think some charges are coming. But it's also nice to know that somebody in a legal capacity is at work. So that's good to know.
It is good to know. Great to know.
Is the lawyer or is the judge a woman? Do we know? In his case, we don't know.
He hasn't been brought up on
He hasn't
charges
been
that I know.
So if there's somebody coming after him because of the dirty deeds that he's done, and because of it, and Biden is, you were right, Biden is coming after that kind of behavior for him as well. Oh gosh. Now, I think that yes, he's going to be brought up on charges. I hate all these cards. But not right away. He's at the crossroads. It's happening, but it's not happening right now. His report was not good, and it didn't look good for Trump. But he's the master slippery, slimy guy. He'll slip out of it, and this guy will go to jail for it. That's how Trump rolls. So there you go.
Okay, well, I agree with both of you, and they're still gathering. At least our cards and my guides and angels are agreeing with me. They're still gathering. They're going to get testimony, more information, but I get that they really do come after him. Judgment, and he's going down. So that's really good, and he needs to, because that wasn't good, was it?
Can I ask you a question, Lori?
Yeah.
This is going to be my question for the day. Why is it happen? Why is this whole thing, this January 6th thing, why is it going so slowly? Why are things happening so slowly? Why are a lot of people who are involved in it getting a pass? It kind of looks like getting a pass for treason and that kind of thing. So that's my question. Why is it taking so long for?
Well, let's do a reading on that. Why is it taking so long? They're still working on the Russia money, and they got 2 people yesterday. Previous Rand Paul. Campaign advisors, and Trump had pardoned him.
I get that it's not necessarily going slowly. January 6th is when it happened, but that's not when the investigation started. So if you start from the investigation to now, it's not really going slow. It's going in the pace of things that happen in that sphere always go. Nothing really happens that fast outside of Trump's impeachment. And that was, if you ask me, a little personal. So that's why that one kind of went so quickly. This one is 500 people they arrested, first of all. That's number one. That's a lot of cases to get through. And you still got people who work 9 to 5, not sun up to sundown. And so you got an actual work day, then you got the holidays, and you got paperwork you got to file. And then this paperwork has to be sent to that person in this district, and that circuit, and this circuit. It has to be signed off by this person and signed off by that person, read by this person. So it's a bit intricate. It's a lot going on into it. The people are still there. The people are still working. They're still doing their part, all that type of stuff. But it's a day-to-day thing. It just our government moves slow. Not necessarily slow, it just moves at its own speed. It takes time for those type of things. But it's kind of like you have to see a bigger picture. You have to see something a little further. You have to see into the future. The woman pours the water in this well for the present and pours this water for the future. So it's like you have to take care of both. You got to do this, and then you have to set a precedent, and then you have to go into the next case. So it's going at the correct-ish speed. It just feels as though not enough people are getting in trouble because I think we got a little blood in the water because we want somebody to pay for something, at this point. So it's like
anybody.
It just feels like it's moving slow, but it's moving at a governmental pace, I think.
I got that. Did you get this card? Did I see this card? Yeah, I got that it's moving. And there's money.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
And your 7 of Pentacles is a card of patience. You can't put a seed in the ground and it pops up overnight.
I did get that one. I did get that one up at the top. I think some people that feel there's, blood in the water, I think some people have just turned away and said, oh my God, this is never going to end. But
Never.
it takes forever for government and justice and justice is clearly on its side. They're backed up in the courts, plus we had COVID. So many people feel like they're getting away with it, but I feel like it will all come to light. And when it does, it happens it starts to happen swiftly.
Yay. It just seems like, if it was one of us, right, that did something like that, it just seems like we'd be already under the jail, right? You're a traitor. Get under the jail.
Well, maybe because they were one of us, sort of, regular human citizens. They weren't politically connected. But they're not getting treason because treason is harder to, sedition and treason is harder to prove. So it's like, to keep it moving, we're going to charge you with lawful trespass for some of you and then felonies for the rest of you and, that type of thing. But it's moving at its governmental pace.
Okay, so what do you think the next step will be? What do you think the next announcement will be that will just blow our socks off?
I don't know.
What will it be?
I like that question.
Justice. Toni got the justice card. Ooh, could that be Supreme Court or a big?
An indictment or an isolation, I think.
An indictment and what?
Isolation.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh.
Those are some major arcana cards.
Wow.
Change.
Somebody's in trouble. I don't know.
No,
Whoever.
honestly, when I read on it, okay. Oh, so okay, you got the Hermit though. That's a good card. So they're digging. They're still investigating and shining the light on it. But the whole thing, all of it, just has these tentacles. There's so many facets of it that it was allowed to grow into this
Monster.
mutant octopus from hell or something. Really bad.
I get, like I say, isolation here. Somebody is singled out, and it is singled out from information that they could not stop. So like kind of a raid, like they did for Giuliani or somebody like that. Because there is something here, an action that brought upon a change that you could not change. So there was something coming into the equation that you couldn't do anything about. It was just there. You had to accept it. It does have something to do with missing things, missing money, missing whatever the Ace of Pentacles would represent. Something's missing, something's out of action, something's not there. And it could be information too, even though I don't have my Ace of Swords, I got the Ace of Pentacles, but it could be like a server or a telephone or something physical with the information in it. But something is missing and it is being seized, and somebody will be isolated or possibly indicted and arrested. And I think that is going to be a step forward for justice. Because that's not yet.
Mr. Greedy Pants. Whoever that is. Could it be a woman?
I don't know. It's a woman on the bottom here, but
Wow.
I don't know.
Well, okay.
Got a woman on the top of the deck. Okay, we'll see.
I got a woman in the Strength card and the Queen of Wands. So I think we can all be in agreement that it has to do with a female, possibly. Or a large-
Ivanka's been very absent and she's invisible now. she's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, she invested in making coffins and voting machines and took off. She didn't need any Trump cryptocurrency.
She's got her own.
She got
my
cryptocurrency. Making the coffins. I think there's going to be a decision in the courts. I'm hoping he's going to announce by December that he's going to put somebody on the Supreme Court.
Yeah, I get the number 11. I get like 11 justices at some point soon. Maybe, I don't know. But I get keep getting the number 11. So there are 9 justices now. So.
Okay. Well, that's good. All right. Does everybody, we need to brighten it up, lighten it up. So how about a healing suggestion, a healing reading? What's the message? What's a helpful message
for us? Let's get a message for us, for the collective.
Yes.
Something Spirit might want to tell us. Something good Spirit wants.
Tell me something good.
That's not light in my eyeballage. That's what I don't want, right? Okay. Tell me something funny. That's what you can tell me.
Something funny, something healing, something good.
Okay. I'm not gonna say that. I'm on my behavior. So.
You have to say it.
I already cursed once, so I won't say it again. We have an allotment of those. I'll say this one more time. There's a song by a band called Lordy. It's a rock band. And the song is called The Devil is a Loser and He's My Bitch. That's the name of the song, the whole name of the song. There are things that are plaguing us personally. The Queen of Wands is the straightforward queen. You can approach her. She'll talk to you. She'll talk to you straightforward. She is also very good at solutions. So if you need something here, if you need to learn how to release the power that is inside of you, ask. People often think that prayer is used for things that are too big for your possibilities. I need a healing. I need to pay my rent and I have zero money. I need this. I need whatever the case. There's once I done this as an experiment and it worked. I asked God to change my taste. I don't like green anything. Green beans, peas, spinach, nothing green. I don't like green candy. I didn't like green nothing.
Green candy.
I said, change my taste. I can eat spinach raw out the bag now. It's like we think that in order to pray, we must have something a bit of a higher vibration to ask for. No. Ask for some stuff that you just can't seem to get there with. Release your power and you can conquer your demons. Ask for that. Ask for whatever it is that you are battling with. If it's motivation, if it's diet, if it's exercise, if it's smoking, drinking, cursing, buying too many tarot decks, whatever the case may be, ask for a release of your power and you can conquer anything and you can rush in like a cokehead and conquer it all. Not the last part, but you can rush in and be the savior of your own day. You don't need something outside to save you. It's already in here. You just need to learn how to release it.
What a beautiful message, Johnny.
There too.
Beautiful.
Wow, that was really awesome.
So my message is the ancient ones, our ancestors, our guides, our angels, the ancient ones are saying to us, we are the earth keepers. We are the keepers of the flame. We are connected to the earth. And they are saying to us that we have the magic to make our dreams come true. We just have to realize that we have the power. We have the energy of the earth at our disposal. We have the energy of the universe at our disposal. All we have to do is tap into the magic, and that will help you get the things that you want in your life. You have to know, like Johnny said, that it doesn't have to be, some big thing, but you have the magic to make it happen for yourself, and listen to your guides. They're guiding you to tell you that you have that power. So just, be not afraid. You can make it happen.
That is another very beautiful message. I love those cards. What deck is that?
This is the shamanic, let me get the box for you. I don't have the box. These
now
are
you
the
sound like
shamanic.
someone else I know.
I will put it in the under the thing here.
Okay, that would be cool.
After the live, what it is, because I can't think right now.
And that
in
happens.
this reading.
Okay, so I think that they want us to know this is a time of change and it can be fruitful, and to really use your intuition, use all your clairs, your clairsentience, claircognizance, clairvoyance, all the clairs. How many clairs? All the clairs.
Move on in, Claire.
Yeah, use all the clairs and work to improve yourself. I think I'm going to do the work, do some intuitive work. If you want these changing things, like Johnny said, and very much like what you got, if you want this change, let's go ahead and trust your intuition. It's like it's like when someone wants to tell a fat person that they're fat and they need to lose weight. You know, it's like I told someone the other day when they said something, it's like, you know, I have a news bulletin for you. Fat people know that they're fat, okay? Don't need to go there. They're really aware of it.
Woke up that way, so I'm pretty sure they know.
You're in the shower, you're going, I'm thin, I'm thin, I'm thin.
I believe
wash under here.
So yeah, so just do your inner work. Do the work that's necessary to make some changes in your life. This is a really good time to do it while they're rounding up all the barrel of bad boys. So go ahead.
Monkeys. Remember that game, Barrel of Monkeys?
Yeah.
The thing, you take all the monkeys out and you
Yes.
put them together.
And they hung on to each other.
Yeah.
They, blue and red and yellow and green and and we're in a little
such innocent days.
Right?
Mystical Shaman Oracle. That's what that's called.
Oh,
yes,
right.
the Mystical Shaman Oracle.
Shaman Oracle.
Mystical Shaman Oracle.
Yeah.
I'm old, so things get away from me.
Everybody does that. All right, you guys. Well, much love to everyone. Thanks for your patience. Well, I was able to reboot the laptop. We got it going, and it was so great to see you and to meet you finally in person, Toni. That's just an awesome big bonus. Really big. Great messages, great depth.
Thanks for having me.
Healing techniques that you use, especially with the chakras. Everybody needs a good have their chakras balanced.
Yeah, and you can do it yourself. Everybody can do Reiki. You don't have to go to a Reiki practitioner. You can do it yourself. You just have to learn the steps and do the steps and make sure that you focus in on what it is that you're doing in that moment. And everybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. We can all do Reiki on ourselves every single morning.
Wonderful.
Or evening.
And you teach that on your channel, right?
I teach it to my private clients.
Okay.
I've wanted to put videos together on Reiki healing, and that will happen in the near future. But it's like we're in a place right now where people are really scared of what's happening in the collective, in the communities, right? So when people say they want to learn something that is healing and everything, first you have to move through all the fear before you get to the place where you can actually do that. So people are really in fear right now. So just sort of trying to deal with the fear right now, and then we'll move into how to heal what has happened in the future.
Very good. All right, so I formally challenge you to get that first video up, and you can challenge me to get my first tarot video up. I had it all diagrammed. I wrote it out completely word for word the day I had my appendix attack. And then it went into this block thing, but now I'm ready. So, all right, challenge accepted.
Yes.
All right.
Do
All right, you guys. Take care, everybody. And I'll see you Friday on my channel. Johnie, when are you going to be on besides Sunday? Got anything else going on?
Autumn has a thing Friday. I'm going to try to.
Oh, yes, for her 1000th show. I'm going to pop in for that too.
Yes.
And do you have something else coming up as well, Toni?
No, actually, I'm going to be on Intuitive View, but I think it's a pre-record, so it's not a live. So, but I'll be on Intuitive View. I don't know when she's going to air it. So
yeah, we'll be looking forward to that. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys, take care, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah.